it's me, Kimber J, once again, and we're going to go over back stretches. But you need to be aware that just because we're focusing on the back doesn't mean that your legs aren't an issue. So we're actually going to do 4 stretches that are going to involve your back and loosen them up, but at the same time they're going to be in different areas and not directly on the back itself. So first things first, the hamstring stretch is going to be your first stretch for a tight back. Reason being, your hamstrings actually attach onto your hip, so that directly affects your back, and we're talking about this lower back area right here. So you're gonna need to definitely be conscious that, hey, if you have tight hamstrings, lower back issues may already be there or they're coming. So let's go ahead and go through that now. So the hamstring stretch, the normal one, I'm gonna use my band and show you a different way, but the normal hamstring stretch, keep your legs straight. You really want it as flat to the ground as possible. And then we're gonna keep the other leg, we're gonna try to get it straight. I guess I'm gonna get a stretch in this as well. Toes pointed to your face, which is definitely gonna pull even more on that hamstring. And we don't want it exactly on the joint. We never wanna put pressure on the joint. So we can pull a little bit lower on the joint, pull that hamstring, keep this leg straight and down to the ground as much as possible. And breathe. Try to keep this leg straight as possible. It's really not that easy, but you want to hold it for at least 30 seconds at a time to really get a good stretch, and do it at least twice. Give yourself a whole minute for a seriously solid stretch. So again, both legs straight. You want that scissor effect. Toes pointed towards your face. And then pull. And while you're pulling, you want to breathe, taking deep breaths. And on the exhale, you're gonna pull even closer to your face, all right? You really wanna get a very, very deep stretch. Woo. If your leg starts shaking, then that's okay, don't worry. Just let it shake, it's stretching. It'll be all right? Pull it as close as you can, slowly let it go. And now we're gonna switch legs. Taking a deep breath. Woo, left leg's tight. Woo. Yep, stretch with me. All right, so again, you want to do it twice on each leg for a total of 1 minute, so it's 30-30. Or if you're super, super tight like I was on my left side, I'll probably end up doing 2 minutes, so that's 4 sets of 30 seconds. So keep that in mind when you're doing that stretch. Now, I can also cheat a little bit. I wouldn't call it cheating because it's more beneficial to me. Well, maybe it is because cheating is a benefit, but whatever. So I'm gonna wrap this stretch resistance band around the balls of my feet, especially my left leg since it was so tight. Still keeping the opposite leg straight and flat as possible. Got my toes already pointed to my face, and I'm gonna pull. Woo! Yeah, there we go. So it's keeping my leg as straight as it can, better than I did earlier. So this is definitely a benefit of using the band. You can get a lot more leverage in the pull. And don't forget to breathe. That's very, very important. All right, so same rules apply, same intervals apply, where you're doing it for at least 30 seconds at a time. 2 to 4 rounds of that is perfect, all right? If you feel like you need another or a longer stretch, then definitely do that. That is absolutely fine, all right? Now, the next one we're gonna do is a figure 4. So within your hips, you have this thing called a piriformis. You have this muscle called a piriformis. And it gets really, really tight, and it pulls on, it's part of the inner back muscles, so it pulls on your hips and causes it to tilt, and therefore affects your back muscles and causes pain. So, for the figure 4 stretch, in order to release that tension on the muscle, we want to guide cross our legs. So we're gonna do our man cross, and that automatically makes that figure 4. Then we're gonna lift up the opposite leg, and we're gonna reach through in order to pull on the hamstring area, right below the joint, and then we're gonna pull in, and then having this leg pull against your figure 4 is what causes the stretch on the inside of your legs, as well as right here on the back side to the outer glute area as well. Woo! That will feel pretty nice. So if you're feeling really tight in your hips, especially on the inside of your hips, your hamstrings, and this is another great exercise to accomplish. 30 seconds at a time. Okay, I'm going to show and demonstrate from another angle. So I have my figure 4. My ankle is on top of my knee. Now I'm going to straighten out my opposite leg. Going to reach through the figure 4 and pull. With each breath, I'm pulling more and more until I really can't stand it, and whew, this stretch is amazing. All right, so that's your figure 4 stretch. Definitely do that as well. Do that one as before you work out as well. It's freaking phenomenal. Put into the right part of your workout, before your workout as well as after your workout. All right, now the next stretch we're gonna do is the cross stretch. So what I mean by cross is like a cross. You're gonna literally pretty much look like this, where you're gonna have one leg down, the other leg is gonna go across, and then you're gonna be in a cross like Jesus is hanging on the cross. I don't really want to put a morbid example in there, but you got my point. So we're going to be change my position so that you guys can see me a little bit better. So hands are going to be flat on the ground. I'm going to take my right leg and I'm going to bring it over my left, but I'm going to keep my left leg as straight as I can, especially since I'm by myself. I don't really have that leverage of using a partner. So I got to make sure that my shoulder blades are as flat as I can get them to the ground as well. And I want to bring my knee to touch the ground, twisting my hips and pulling on my lower back as well. So I'm going to end up, let me reset, right in this position right here, and it feels amazing. Awesome sauce. Once I'm done, I'm going to slowly extend out my leg and then roll. Let's get the other side. So bringing my left knee over, trying to keep my shoulder blades to the floor as much as possible. Every time that I breathe, I go further down with my knee in order to pull more and more on my back. Woo. This is awesome. Hold it there as long as you want. This is the best back stretch in the world. Oh my gosh. All right. So make sure you do your best to relax while you're doing this stretch. You can do this stretch. When you're getting out of bed. Just make sure you roll that knee off the edge of the bed, and you will get even more of a deeper stretch because you're going beyond that natural plane of the floor or anything like that. So let gravity be your friend on this stretch, and really, really drop that knee for 1, and 2, if you feel like that you've gotten used to it, bring your knee higher to your chest when it's over, when it's crossed over. So bring it up higher and then dropping it again will give you even more of a deeper stretch. So really, really maximize and capitalize on this stretch. It's awesome. I've already coined it as the greatest back stretch in the world, period. So, all right, so we're gonna go on to our last stretch, which is the standing hamstring stretch. Now, pretty much is what it is. Not anything complicated. I'll show you guys to the side. So, standing hamstring stretch coming up, and then we're really just coming straight down and pulling ourselves down to our toes. And we're dropping, using gravity to really drop and pull on these hamstrings by our knees, not being bent, but being almost locked, but not locked at all. and coming down and touching the floor, hanging down here for at least 20 seconds, and then slowly coming back up, allowing our back to re-brace itself, not pulling on the back to stand up, just really letting the muscles come back together, and so that we could, you just stretch them out. So going back into that relaxation of the rest of the body. So do that one definitely 3 or 4 times. Now, I don't advise doing this before you work out. I don't advise doing any of these exercises prior to your workout. And what I mean by prior to, I mean like 5 to 10 minutes before the workout. I don't advise that. The reason being, when you're working out, you're moving at a fast pace. So you need your muscles to move at that same type of pace. Or you're getting the muscles going at a pace that's a little bit, probably 50% less than what you would be doing in your workout. Those set of stretches are called dynamic stretches. So if you need some dynamic stretches, definitely look out for some future videos. I'm sure we release some as well. All our members have dynamic stretches that we've already given them, so make sure you have those as well. But yeah, before you work out, it's best to get the body warmed up. These are definitely cool down stretches to something that, hey, I'm not about to work out, I just need to start my day with some good calming relaxation techniques. These are the stretches for that, all right? So we just want to put that in context with this video. If you have any other questions, definitely feel free to email me at info@demandgreathf.com, or definitely Google Demand Great Health and Fitness, and you can always get in contact with me from there. It was great showing you guys these stretches, so make sure you capitalize on these, doing them at least 2 to 4 times for 30 seconds apiece, and make sure you breathe. As always, be great, you guys. Thank you.